sincerely apologize for the delay in transmission. And quickly, this is the news analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business TV Abuja. Many thanks for joining us on the program today. The headlines. FJ declares Friday public holiday for Eid-ul-Mawlid. Wiki scam demands ignite fresh PDP feud. And also gunmen abducts Kogi traditional leader after ambush whips him into the forest. And on the foreign scene, Sudan appeals for aid after landslide kills more than 1,000 in Darfur. The federal government has declared Friday, September 5th, 2025 as a public holiday to mark this year Eid-ul-Mawlid, the celebration of the birth of Prophet Muhammad. The statement was issued on Wednesday by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Dr. Magdalena Jani, on behalf of the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. The government congratulated Muslims across the country and in the diaspora on the occasion, urging them to emulate the Prophet's virtues of peace, love, humility, tolerance, and compassion. The statement also encouraged Nigerians of all faiths to use the celebration to pray for peace, security, and stability in the country, while supporting the government's efforts to strengthen unity and foster development. According to the statements, the Minister of Interior wishes Muslims a joyous and peaceful Eid-ul-Mawlid celebration. Eid-ul-Mawlid, observed in the third month of the Islamic calendar, commemorates the birth of Prophet Muhammad, and it marks with prayers, lectures, procession, and acts of charity. In Nigeria, the day is recognized as a national public holiday, reflecting the country's large Muslim population and long-standing tradition of observing major Islamic festivals. Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Parties alongside the party national chairman, Umar Damagum, and other leaders have affirmed that the National Elective Convention scheduled for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State, will be held despite the conditions set by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike's camp. Speaking on behalf of the governors in Abuja on Tuesday at the inauguration of the 119th member National Convention Planning Committee, chaired by Adamawa State Governor Amadu Fintiri, the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, and Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, declared that they are not cowards. The governors, in a clear response to Wike's camp's Monday night statement, also vowed to take disciplinary action against this undermining party interest, insisting that the PDP will not bow to arrogance and impunity, or what they describe as, in quotes, factions or foes. In the same vein, the PDP Board of Trustees Chairman Adolphus Wabara, represented by the Secretary Ahmed McCarthy and other party leaders, emphasized that both northern and southern leaders are free to micro-zone party positions, while stressing that interested members equally have the right to contest. After weathering a prolonged internal crisis, the PDP scheduled its November convention to elect new members of the Nation Working Committee as part of efforts to reposition the party. However, while leaders are pushing for conventions to proceed as planned, Wike and some of his allies have continued efforts to stall the exercise over disputes surrounding the Southeast and South-South zonal leadership. And on Monday, members of PDP loyal to FCT Minister under the banner of the eminent leaders and concerned stakeholders of the PDP warned that the party's forthcoming national convention in November would be invalid if their resolutions are not implemented. Armed men suspected to be kidnappers have abducted David Wada, the district head of Bagaji Odo Omala local government area of Kogi State. The Kogi State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Williams Aya, confirmed the incident, stating that operatives, hunters, and vigilantes have been deployed to comb the forest for the victim's safe release. Wada was returning from a traditional council meeting in Abejekulu, headquarters of Omala LGA, when he ran into the ambush at Ojuo Ogweche around 5 p.m. on Monday. Eyewitnesses said that the attackers seized him at gunpoint and whisked him away into the bush. The abduction comes barely months after the Obalohun of Okoloke, Oba James Dada Ogunyada, regained his freedom following his kidnap from the palace in Okoloke, Yagba West on May 15, 2025. Reports indicated that a substantial ransom was paid to secure the monarch's release, and community members celebrated his return with cheers and warm embraces as he rode back into the town on a motorbike. According to the reports, the kidnappers have demanded a ransom of 100 million for the monarch's release. The assailants were said to have overpowered palace guards before whisking him away to an undisclosed location, an incident confirmed by the Kogi State Police Command. You're still watching news analysis live on Politics and Business Television. Still to come, CNG price hits 450 Naira SCM as FG withdraws subsidies. Details of this headline and more news content after the break. And on business matters, amid long queues and insufficient refilling stations, the cost of one standard cubic meter of compressed natural gas has jumped from 230 Naira to 450 Naira. Our correspondent gathered from retailers that the government reviewed the price recently to 450 Naira, reducing its subsidies. However, while trucks pay 450 Naira SCM, car drivers and commercial drivers still enjoy some subsidies as they pay 318 Naira for one standard cubic meter of what the government calls a cheaper alternative to petrol and diesel. The program director of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, Michael Oluwagbemi, did not answer calls to his phone on Tuesday. However, an official of the PCNGI who did not want to be mentioned because he was not authorized to speak with the press, confirmed the new development. This source explained that commercial drivers pay less to ensure that the cost of transportation does not go up. When asked if the type of vehicle should determine the price of CNG, he responded that there is a subsidy on commercial vehicles. And now on the foreign scene, Sudan has appealed for international aid after a landslide destroyed an entire village in the western Darfur region, killing more than 1,000 people in one of the deadliest natural disasters in recent history, in a country beset by a brutal civil war. And according to the Sudan Liberation Movement's army, the rebel group that controls the area said the village of Tarisin was completely leveled to the ground. This was said while appealing to the United Nations and international aid groups for help to recover the bodies on Tuesday. The tragedy happened on Sunday in the village located in the central Darfur Mara Mountains after days of heavy downfall. And for sports news, let's join Abel Sunday.
Good afternoon and welcome to P&B Sport News. I'm Abel Sunday. Nigeria has officially submitted a bid to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games, going head-to-head with India for the hosting rights. If successful, Nigeria would become the first African nation in history to stage the global event, making a huge milestone not just for the country but for the entire continent. In addition, Nigeria has also thrown its hat in the right to host the 2030 All-African Games. If that bid is successful, it will be the country's second time hosting the Continental Game, after the memorial edition held in Abuja back in 2003. Turning to football, the race for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification is heating up across Africa. North African nations are leading the charge, with Morocco, the standout team, having maintained a 100% winning record so far. Elsewhere, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, and Tunisia are also unbeaten, though each has been held to a single draw in their campaigns. The only North African side struggling to keep pace is Libya, who find themselves trailing in their group. As the qualifiers continues, all eyes will be on these teams to see who books their place at the global showcase. I'm Abel Sunday. Good afternoon.
And that wraps up today's program. And before we go, the headlines again. FG declares Friday public holiday for Eid-ul-Mawlid. Wike's calm demands ignite fresh PDP feud. And gunmen abduct Kogi traditional leader after ambush wicks him away into the forest. From me, Oya Joseph, is bye for now. Thank you very much.